In this episode, we're going to talk about how to improve brand visibility in AI-generated results. Now, AI-generated search results are the front door to your business, to your brand, but the interesting thing is they're not actually searching for your brand. What are they searching for? And the real question is, why are they not finding you right now? How can you fix that? The exciting news is tools like ChatGPT are sending me and my clients leads. They're sending referral quality leads to us, and I want you to experience the same thing. So that's what I'm going to teach you in this episode. So I'm going to cover a lot of ground in this episode. The first thing that I'm going to cover is the changing landscape, so you can understand what doesn't work anymore and what's working today. We're also going to be talking about a lot of mistakes that business owners are making now with AI tools. Then I can clearly paint the picture of what will actually improve your rankings, and I'll say it a little bit more clearly, what will actually get you to be recommended by these AI tools. So the first thing that I want to discuss right off the bat is that AI search doesn't work at all like SEO of the past. And that's actually a good thing. SEO of the past actually died back in 2015. Google's been evolving and changing, not quite to the AI level, but it's evolving and changed away from a website search engine. Okay, it's moved towards a content search engine. Now that we have AI, these are answer engines. Content engines and answer engines go really well hand in hand, especially if the content you create is answering people's questions. So gone are the days that there are loopholes that you have to jump through or tricks that you have to play Google's game or something like that. Don't even think about these tools anymore. Think about your dream clients. If you focus on your dream clients and what questions they're asking when they have a challenge or when they have a goal, then these tools like Google, YouTube, or ChatGPT, they will do all the heavy lifting for you. You just focus on your dream clients and answer their questions in a way that these tools can find. So what most businesses are doing today is they're still focusing on the metadata or the file names or the tags or the keywords. That became way less effective clear back in 2015, and today it's just a 100% waste of time. Only benefit that comes from it is you feel like you're doing something. You feel like I'm optimizing my content. But yeah, you're not going to show up in search. You're not going to generate any leads. Another unfortunate mistake that I don't blame you for, but you're trusting in tools like TubeBuddy and vidIQ. They have some flaws built into them. They're built off of the old model of SEO and applied to YouTube, but that doesn't work anymore. It used to work, but it doesn't work anymore. So when you see your SEO score and you follow its recommendations and your score goes from 40% to 80%, you tweak it a little bit more and your score goes up to 100%, that is meaningless. It is worthless. It doesn't mean that your videos are getting shown more in search. It doesn't mean that you're getting any more views from search. And it certainly doesn't mean that you're getting any more lead generation. I produce over 60 channels, and there are hundreds of videos on each of these channels ranking at the top of search, getting views from search. And when we look at these SEO scores by TubeBuddy or vidIQ, the scores are typically like 32% or 44%. They're just awful scores if that really meant anything, but we're ranking at the top of search, we're generating leads, we're generating revenue, sometimes to the tune of 8 figures a year just from YouTube organic leads. Okay, so in this context of brand visibility, hopefully you get that don't worry about SEO of the past, don't worry about these SEO tools, it's not going to help you be more visible. What about social media? Well, a big mistake people are making there is mixing up nurturing and marketing. You're probably doing a great job of nurturing, but you're calling it marketing. Now, marketing means getting in front of new people who've never heard of you before. And when you post something on Facebook, who sees it? Yeah, it's a percentage of your Facebook friends. Or on LinkedIn, it's a percentage of your LinkedIn connections. Every one of these social platforms, you're nurturing your existing tribe. It's not going out to new people who've never heard of you before. But then you say, well, Nate, What about this post? It went viral and it was seen by more people than I even have friends. Well, good for you. I know it felt really, really good for you to get that, but you didn't generate any leads, did you? You see, the problem with something going viral is it's being seen by people who you don't want to see it. They're watching it for another reason. They're sharing it because it's funny. They're sharing it because it's entertaining or it's interesting or they're curious about it, but they're not watching it because they actually need your help. Would you rather have 1 million views on a video that entertained them or 10 views by people who really need your help and generated a lead and a customer? So what actually improves AI visibility? Well, these AI tools like ChatGPT, they are answer engines. Now, they're also generative engines, and I'm not talking about that side of it where they're going to be really creative and generate content or art or things like that. I'm talking about the answer engine when people are going there and asking questions. They have a challenge or they have a goal that they're trying to accomplish, saying, I want to figure this out. And so it's really good at providing answers. Well, guess where those answers come from? These AI tools have never had experience. They've never done any of these things, but it's pulling from collectively on the internet what are the best answers out there. And the best content platforms that I'm rating the best because they have content that's indexed: Google and YouTube and Wikipedia and Amazon. Amazon's being recommended a lot when people are looking for a specific product that will solve their problem. Or Wikipedia, I mean, we know what that's for, but that's kind of worthless to us. There's YouTube and there's Google. How do we get content on YouTube? We just make videos and we upload them. How do we get content on Google? You can actually make videos, upload them on YouTube, and they appear on Google. And you can turn your YouTube video into a blog post and that'll appear on Google. So the best way that you can make content appear and be suggested and be recommended on ChatGPT is to answer people's questions and put that content on YouTube and on your blog. Now, we're not talking about a presentation. Think about a conversation. So if somebody texted you and they asked you a question and said, hey, can we jump on Zoom real quick? I just have this question. So you have that question in your mind, and in 10 minutes, you're going to jump on Zoom with this person. So you think, all right, I think I have a good piece of advice. I know how to help this person. So you just jot down on a piece of paper that's in front of you a few different ideas, maybe a story that you're going to share. So then you jump on Zoom. You're not scripted, you're not using a teleprompter, you don't have multiple cameras, you just have one camera so you can make eye contact. It would be really weird to do anything else. You make sure your lighting's good or whatever, but the main focus is you want to answer this person's question. And that's the type of content you want to make on YouTube, right? You can reference your notes and, oh yeah, I was going to talk about that thing first. Look at the camera and just deliver that. And the only thing that's different than a FaceTime call is when you're recording for YouTube, you can edit the video. So if you need to pause and think for a minute, if you need to review your notes and look down, we just edit those things out. So in the video, you're polished, you look great, but again, we just want it to be conversational, not a presentation. Now, you want to improve your brand visibility, and I'm gonna tell you, you need to break it into 2 steps. Your brand, such as your business name and your logo, and even your branding colors, your promotional material, set that aside for a minute, because when people are asking questions online, they're in a what's in it for me mindset. They just want an answer to their question. They don't want to be pitched to. They're not looking for a business, they're looking for an answer. So what we create first is, I call it a leaf video. I'll explain my leaf strategy in a moment, but you create this specific type of video that doesn't pitch you. It doesn't sell you or promote you. You don't use your logo. You don't need to introduce yourself. You just start out answering their question and you give them value. You really help them out. At the end of the video, you give them a free gift and they're going to go to your website to get that free gift. When they're on your website, that's when they see your logo and your branding and your promo materials. They'll even explore your programs or services page, right? So they're going to see all of that in step 2 after you've built a relationship of trust with them. You know who this strategy works extremely well for? People who teach or educate or consult, right? So if your business, if you provide training or coaching or consulting, or if you have a book that you've written that's, like, educational, informative, or you have a course that you sell, you're some type of trainer or mentor, right? If you have that type of business, you really need to learn my leaf strategy. There's 5 ingredients to it, and I want to invite you to a webinar where I teach you the whole strategy. I'll show you a lot of examples. I'll take you behind the scenes and show you exactly what we do to find these questions, how to create the right type of content, how to put it on YouTube so it shows at the top of YouTube search and it appears on Google, and how you'll get recommended in AI. This is the way to really market your business in the modern age of the internet. So the webinar is theleafstrategy.com. If you go to that page, you'll see how to sign up. You'll see the next date and time. I usually do these once per week. It's a live webinar. Go to theleafstrategy.com and I'll see you there.